One of them sends owners repair bills that exceed the car's entire market value before it hits 70,000 miles. Another develops a crack you can't see, in a place you'd never think to look, that lets engine oil and coolant mix together until the damage is already done. Today, the plastic time bomb, the transmission trap, and the engine that eats itself. The three X3s to approach with serious caution, and the answer everyone walked past, the one model that represents X3 ownership exactly as BMW intended it to feel, and almost nobody is talking about it in those terms. By the end, you'll know whether the X3 you're looking at is the smartest buy in this segment, or a repair bill you haven't met yet. Worst 3, 2019 BMW X3 G01, the plastic time bomb. Step into the 2019 X3 and everything feels like a step forward. The cabin is quieter than anything the F25 generation produced. The iDrive system is intuitive, the driving position is commanding, and the turbocharged engines, whether the 4-cylinder xDrive 30i or the inline-6 M40i, pull with genuine authority. At the dealership, this is the X3 that makes the older generations feel immediately obsolete. And for the first few years of ownership, it delivers on every one of those feelings. But here's what happens once the mileage starts to climb. Both the B46 4-cylinder and the B58 6-cylinder in this generation use a polymer engine oil filter housing mounted directly to the engine block. That housing, the component responsible for routing coolant around the oil cooler and keeping the two fluids completely separate, is made of polycarbonate plastic. Under normal operating temperatures, that plastic goes through thousands of heat cycles. By somewhere between 60,000 and 100,000 miles, it becomes brittle. It cracks. And when it does, owners get one of two outcomes: a sudden large coolant leak from the driver's side of the engine, or something worse, internal cracks that let pressurized oil and coolant mix together, producing a thick, milky sludge on the oil cap and inside the expansion tank. By the time that sludge appears, the damage to internal engine bearings has often already begun. BMW acknowledged this in Technical Service Bulletin SIB 111025. Simply replacing the gaskets does not fix it. The housing itself is the structural failure point. A dealer repair runs up to $1,500. An aftermarket cast aluminum replacement, the permanent fix, costs between $173 and $209, but you have to know to ask for it. One owner on a G01 forum flatly stated, "Sweet smell from the vents, then a puddle, then a $1,400 bill." The dealer replaced it with the same plastic part. The 2019 X3 is not a bad car, but if you're buying one used, ask specifically whether the oil filter housing has been replaced, and whether it was replaced with an aluminum unit or the factory plastic. If the seller doesn't know what you're talking about, that's your answer. X3 owners, what does yours actually cost you past 60,000 miles? Drop the total in the comments. Worst 2, 2007 BMW X3 E83 LCI. The transmission trap. The 2007 LCI was supposed to be the refined version of the original X3, updated styling, a smoother interior, and the naturally aspirated 3.0-liter N52 inline-6 under the hood, an engine that is genuinely one of the more durable units BMW has ever produced. On paper, this looked like the E83 finally growing up. But here's what the refresh didn't fix. The 6-speed automatic transmission in this vehicle is a General Motors GM6 unit, the 6L45R, and it was poorly calibrated for the way the N52 delivers its power. Owners report severe shift hesitation pulling away from a stop, erratic gear hunting on the highway, a complete absence of throttle response off the line, and harsh gear slams, particularly on the 1-2 upshift and the 3-2 downshift when climbing a gradient. BMW issued Technical Service Bulletin SIB 240807 to address it, requiring a full reprogramming of the electronic transmission control module. If the software update has already been applied and the shifting is still wrong, the likely cause is mechatronic wear, internal check balls, the mechatronic sleeve, and the shift selector rod. That repair requires dropping the oil pan, up to $3,500 at an independent shop depending on what they find inside. The xDrive transfer case on this generation is acutely sensitive to mismatched tire tread depths across the axles. Even a minor difference in outer diameter forces the transfer case's multi-plate clutches to slip continuously, wearing down the internal plastic actuator gear and producing a violent bunny-hopping sensation under acceleration between 1,500 and 2,100 revolutions per minute. It usually arrives with a flashing 4x4 light and a VTG oil wear fault code. One owner recalled, "Bought it with mismatched tires because the price was right. 2 months later, I'm looking at a transfer case rebuild on top of the transmission software. Should have walked. The N52 engine in this car will run forever if you maintain it. The drivetrain around it is the problem. If you're looking at a 2007 E83 LCI on the used market, pull the service records and look specifically for the transmission software update TSB-SIB 240807. If it's not documented, budget for it immediately, and check that all 4 tires are the same brand, model, and tread depth before you drive it home. If this is saving you from a 5-figure mistake, hit the like button. It helps us get this research in front of more buyers before they sign anything. Now, the one you really need to know about. Worst one, 2013 BMW X3 F25, the engine that eats itself. This one might genuinely surprise you. The F25 generation was the X3 that finally felt like a proper BMW. Refined, modern, with a turbocharged 4-cylinder that made the right numbers on paper. It was the model that put the X3 on the map as a serious luxury compact SAV, and it is the single most financially dangerous used X3 you can buy today. The 2013 model year accumulated over 349 owner complaints in the NHTSA database, more than any other X3 model year on record. The engine at the center of it is the N22.0-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. The N20 uses a timing chain to keep the engine's valves and pistons synchronized. That chain is metal. The guide rails that hold it in position are polycarbonate plastic. Under repeated heat cycles, that plastic degrades, becomes brittle, and eventually shatters. When it does, one of 2 things happens. The plastic debris falls into the oil pan, clogs the oil pump pickup tube, and starves the engine of lubrication. Or the broken guides allow the timing chain to jump teeth on the crankshaft sprockets, causing immediate piston-to-valve contact. Either way, the engine seizes. Under repeated heat cycles, that plastic degrades, becomes brittle, and eventually shatters. When it does, one of 2 things happens. The plastic debris falls into the oil pan, clogs the oil pump pickup tube, and starves the engine of lubrication. Or the broken guides allow the timing chain to jump teeth on the crankshaft sprockets, causing immediate piston-to-valve contact. Either way, the engine seizes. It's not 3 separate problems, it's one failure that multiplies. And here is what makes this particularly damaging for used buyers. BMW faced a class action lawsuit, Geely versus BMW of North America, specifically covering this failure. The settlement offered tiered reimbursement based on mileage and age at the time of repair. Owners under 70,000 miles and within 8 years of the build date could receive up to 100% reimbursement at a BMW center. Every 2013 X3 on the used market today has aged past both thresholds. The settlement is closed to you. A preventative timing chain assembly replacement at an independent specialist runs up to $3,000. If the engine has already failed, and many have, you are looking at up to $22,000 for a replacement. The average market price for a 2013 X3 is around $8,600. The math does not work. One owner on a BMW forum put it plainly, "I bought it at 88,000 miles thinking the timing chain scare was overblown. Engine seized at 97,000. The car was worth $9,000. The repair was $18,500. I donated it." The 2013 X3 is not a car you buy on faith. If you're looking at one, the only acceptable documentation is a receipt showing the full timing chain assembly, guides, tensioner, and sprockets has already been replaced at an independent specialist. Without that receipt, the F25 chassis code you want is not 2013. We'll get to the one that is in a moment. 3 traps, 4 answers. Here's what actually lasts. Those 3 are the cautionary tales. Knowing them puts you ahead of the vast majority of buyers walking into dealerships right now. But this is not just a warning at sea, it's a guide. Because BMW has also built some genuinely exceptional X3s, models that mechanics quietly recommend when nobody's watching. Cars that long-term owners run well past 150,000 miles without drama. The 4 you're about to see are what the X3 looks like when BMW gets everything right. And the number 1 pick, the one we're building toward, is probably not the one you're expecting. Best 4 2005 BMW X3 E83, the one that just runs. Most buyers scroll straight past the 2005 X3. It's old, the interior feels dated next to a modern G01, the infotainment is a relic, and at 130,000 to 160,000 miles on the odometer, it looks like a vehicle that has already given everything it has to give. That instinct is wrong. What the 2005 X3 has under the hood is the naturally aspirated M54 inline-6, an engine with no turbocharger, no high-pressure direct injection, and no Valvetronic variable valve lift system. Every one of those emissions is a feature. No turbo means no boost pressure seals to fail, no intercooler to crack, no wastegate to stick, no direct injection means no carbon buildup on the intake valves. No Valvetronic means one less electronically controlled system to develop faults. The hydraulic power steering rack on this generation is similarly robust. It avoids the costly electronic steering failures that plague later F25 models, where a rack replacement runs up to $4,300. The result is a vehicle that, with basic maintenance and a preemptive water pump and cooling expansion tank service, is genuinely capable of exceeding 200,000 miles. One long-term owner noted, "I bought mine at 140,000 miles for $4,200. Put a water pump and thermostat in it. That was 3 years ago. It has not asked me for anything since." The 2005 X3 will not impress anyone at a stoplight. It will not connect to your phone without an adapter. But for buyers who want a mechanically honest, low-cost entry into the X3 lineup with a powertrain that has no known systemic failure mode, this is the answer that keeps getting overlooked. 2005 E83 owners, drop your mileage in the comments. Let's see how far these things actually go. Best 3: 2016 BMW X3 F25 LCI. The comeback nobody noticed. Most buyers who know about the F25 timing chain problem assume the entire generation is compromised. They avoid every F25 on the used market and move straight to the G01. That's an overcorrection, and it's leaving one of the best value X3s on the market sitting unsold on dealer lots. By the 2016 model year, BMW had redesigned the timing chain guide rails and strengthened the tensioner on the N20 and N26 engines. The failure mode that defined the 2013 model was structurally addressed in production. The LCI refresh also brought improved sound insulation, a retuned suspension that resolved the harsh ride complaints that followed the F25 throughout its early years, and a cabin that still holds up well against modern competitors. J.D. Power awarded the 2016 X3 a quality and reliability score of 86 out of 100, placing it among the most reliable luxury compact SUVs of its era. Carfax data puts the likelihood of a major repair at just 22%, well below the class average. One owner who traded up from a 2013 model remarked, "Night and day, same body, completely different ownership experience. I stopped dreading the morning startup." In the $8,500 to $11,500 used market range, the 2016 F25 LCI represents exceptional value, a generation that fixed its own problems and never got the credit for it. If you're shopping the F25 generation, the chassis code is the same. The model year is everything. 2016 X3 owners, would you go back to an F25 or move straight to the G01? Drop your take below. Best 2, 2021 BMW X3 G01 Pre-LCI. The sweet spot. By 2021, the G01 platform had been on sale for 4 years. The early software glitches in the digital instrument cluster had been resolved. The active grille shutter faults that plagued early production cars had been addressed. The B46 4-cylinder and B58 6-cylinder were paired with the ZF8 HP 8-speed automatic, one of the most respected transmission platforms in the industry, delivering shifts that are quick, smooth, and essentially transparent. The 2021 X3 earned an IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus rating. Kelley Blue Book surveys show 77% of owners actively recommend the vehicle, citing performance, structural build quality, and low rates of unscheduled maintenance as the primary reasons. But here's what makes the 2021 model specifically worth seeking out. It still has physical buttons for the climate controls and the iDrive controller. That layout is intuitive in a way that the touchscreen-only interfaces of later models simply are not, particularly when you're moving. The 2021 X3 is the last pre-LCI G01, which means it carries the maturity of a fully resolved platform without the changes the 2022 refresh introduced. One owner who cross-shopped the 2021 against a newer model confessed, "I almost bought the newer one for the updated screen, drove the 2021 back-to-back and realized I preferred every single physical control. Kept the money." What holds it at number 2 is simple. The 2022 model makes everything we've just said look like the obvious choice, and it's not the one most people would predict. Best one, 2022 BMW X3 G01 LCI. The answer, everyone walked past. If you'd asked most X3 buyers which model year to target, they'd point you toward the newest they could afford, or toward the 2021 as the safe pre-refresh choice. The data points somewhere more interesting. The 2022 X3 earned a Consumer Reports overall score of 81 out of 100 and a recommended rating, one of the strongest reliability endorsements in the luxury compact SUV segment that year. The defining mechanical update is the 48-volt mild hybrid system on the M40i 6-cylinder. A 48-volt starter generator integrates with a dedicated battery to recover energy under braking and coasting, smooth out the automatic start-stop cycle, and deliver a temporary 11 horsepower boost under hard acceleration, the result is a start-stop system that is genuinely imperceptible, not the lurch and clunk that made earlier BMW stop-start systems so widely disabled by owners. The interior received updated premium materials and a refined iDrive display, and the reliability numbers are the strongest in the modern X3 lineup. According to Carfax, the annual likelihood of a major repair on a 2022 X3 is just 4%. Against a luxury compact SUV class average of 5%. That gap is small in percentage terms. In ownership terms, it means the 2022 X3 is statistically the most reliable modern X3 you can buy used today. Here is what most buyers miss. The 2022 is the last G01 generation before the G45 arrived for 2025, a redesign that brought documented material compromises in the cabin, removed physical climate controls, and introduced early software instability in the iDrive 9 system. The 2022 X3 sits at the end of a fully mature platform with resolved mechanicals, a mild hybrid system that works, and none of the first-year uncertainty that follows any new generation. One owner who specifically sought out the 2022 over the newer G45 put it directly, "I read everything on the G45 forums before I bought. Blanking screens, hard plastics, no physical controls. Paid a little more for the 2022, and I'd do it again without hesitating." The 2022 X3 is what BMW X3 ownership should always feel like. Most buyers walk past it looking for something newer or something cheaper. That is the mistake. Would you buy a 2022 X3 over the newer G45, or does the updated tech pull you toward the latest generation regardless? Drop your honest take below. Buy with information, not impulse. Avoid the 2019 G01 unless the oil filter housing has already been replaced with an aluminum unit. Avoid the 2007 E83 LCI without documented transmission software updates and a transfer case inspection. And avoid the 2013 F25 entirely unless you have a receipt showing the full timing chain assembly has been replaced, guides, tensioner, and sprockets by an independent specialist. Seek out the 2005 E83 if you want mechanical simplicity and a powertrain that will outlast almost anything else in this price range. The 2016 F25 LCI if you want the F25 generation after BMW fixed it. The 2021 G01 if you want a fully resolved modern X3 with physical controls and a proven track record. And if you want the most complete answer in this entire lineup, the 2022 G01 LCI is the one the data keeps pointing at. BMW X3 ownership can be everything it promises. It just depends entirely on which model year you start from. Do the homework, get the inspection, buy with information, not impulse. If this helped, hit like and check out this next video. It covers the 3 worst and 4 best BMW engines to own. And if you're buying any BMW, that's the other half of the decision most buyers get completely wrong. This is Tom from Seats and Wheels. Thanks for watching.